Hi everyone, it was requested that I show you what my husband is taking for our trip to the German Christmas markets. And here you go. That's everything that he is taking in his LL Bean 32-liter book bag. As I said, he liked my bag so much that my mom actually gave him one for his birthday. I can't even remember when. Well, it would have been maybe like 9 years ago, and he uses it for work every single day, and when we go traveling, he uses his and I use mine, and it's kind of funny because we match, but hey, whatever, right? So anyways, this is everything. The only thing not on the bed are his tablet and his Kindle, which are on their charger, and the charger, which is, of course, being used to charge the tablet and the Kindle. That kind of makes sense, right? I do have the charger bag here, though. That's this bag right here. And he also has his personal item, which is his camera bag, which is not on the bed because it's downstairs. And usually his tablet actually lives inside his camera bag, so he'll be fine. And there's plenty of space in his bag once I get all this packed anyway. So let's start with what's closest to me, because then I don't have to stretch across the bed, because then I can kneel on the bed. So he has a hat and a pair of fingerless gloves. Because it's Germany, it's going to be cold. Somewhere there is a neck gaiter warmer. Oh, there's something inside the hat. Yeah, plug. Somewhere there's one of those neck warmer things as well, which I need to locate. Might be with his work. I think it's with his work stuff, because he uses it at work sometimes. But instead of a scarf, he wears like a neck warmer that kind of just acts like a, well, does what it says on the tin. So we have a folding shopping bag for when we need to buy groceries. The brown bag, it's actually my old Le Sport sack. I think I've had this bag, again, probably since the same amount of time that I've had my LL Bean bag. This is from high school. And as you can see, it holds up really well. The Le Sport sack logo is sadly gone off the bag, so not worth a lot in terms of Le Sport sack collections, as it were. But it is really nice. It's a nice size, and I've given it to Tim to use to put his charging cables in, because it's a really good size and it has two pockets, so we can divide his chargers up. And this is the European plug for his multi-port USB charger, which is, as I said, currently in use. His travel razor, I picked this up for him a couple years ago at Boots. It is a Philips travel razor. It has two heads on it. He says he's not exactly thrilled with using it, but it does the job when we're traveling. So when we go to the US for like a 3-week trip, he'll take his regular razor, because he doesn't like, as I say, he doesn't think this does as good of a job as his regular 3 rotator blade razor. I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about, but someone probably does. But as I say, this is good and serviceable for travel, and I think it was about 20 pounds. I can't remember. I bought it on sale because I never buy anything at full price. Stick deodorant, because Stick is not a liquid. He has a Sonic Chic toothbrush as well, only his has this funky line design on it. His toiletry bag is a lot less full than mine, but it's got his basics. As you can tell, a toothpaste from, I think, Austria. Body wash, he's got the Febreze in there. He's got some Chloraseptic for his throat, because his throat's been bothering him. Some aftershave, and he has a bottle of Roll-On Deep Heat, which is actually for both of us to use, because we'll both probably need it. But it fit in his bag, so it goes. And if I have any other liquids that I need, I just kind of add them to his bag, because then 2 full liquids bags goes through security. It doesn't really matter. I have a box of Lemsip, because he's getting over a cold and I'm getting over a cold, and so this way we've got Lemsip, because there's nothing worse than trying to find cold medicine in a foreign country. Even if you use like a Google Translator or look it up online, you're gonna mess it up. So for me, it's just easier to pack it, because I've got the space for it. Really, that's all I can say. I'm gonna lean on the bed a bit, so if things shift, I'm very sorry. We have this old pass case, which he'll put his rail tickets in for our trip so we don't lose them. He has the same pop-up silicone travel mug that I have. He also has the Sistema cutlery, and he has the Sistema water bottle. Couldn't find his folding straw, so he has a regular metal straw. It's got to be around there somewhere, and if I find it before we leave, I'll swap, but if not, then at least he's got a straw. And let's see, is that kind of like all this miscellaneous stuff? Yeah. So onto his clothing, which, as I say, this is really simple. So he's got a face cloth. It does have Thomas the Tank Engine on it. Because it was one of those expandable things, you know what I'm talking about. They come really compact. You put them in water and then whoosh, and they always say, it turns into a towel. And then you always get like a face cloth size towel. So this was in his Christmas stocking a couple years ago, and we just use it for travel because It's thin so it dries quickly, and then I figure if we accidentally leave it behind someplace, it's not that big of a deal because it cost me £1. And it's just a gag gift, so kind of makes him laugh when he uses it, so I'm all for laughing. Next, he's got 4 pairs of thermal socks and 4 pairs of boxers, a pair of thin thermals, a pair of house shoe, his pajamas, a second pair of trousers. These are Regatta brand. They are quick dry travel trousers. So when you wash them, they're supposed to dry overnight. As of yet, we have not been able to get them to dry overnight. But then that also might be because generally we use them in colder climates, so they might take a bit longer to dry in cold climates. Perhaps if we took it with us to the US in like the spring or summer, it might dry faster, but we've not done that yet. He has a rugby top, which is made out of merino wool. eBay, baby. Let me tell you, this was like £3 on eBay. Love it. Which should have been like about 60. So eBay is my friend. It is thin and warm, which means that it's the perfect thing to take traveling because all he has to do is pop his thermals underneath it, and then he's good to go. Also, he has a half-zip merino wool Mountain Warehouse, sort of like mock polo neck shirt. And again, merino wool, so it keeps him nice and warm, and it's thin, so it packs easily. I did mention the pajamas. Funny story about the pajamas. The company that makes them is called Zexy. And I didn't know this when we ordered them. And they came in this bag that said Zexy for when you want to feel sexy. And it just made me giggle. And then I looked it up and like Zexy doesn't actually make any like pajamas that I would qualify as sexy. It's all mostly just plain, boring, simple tops and bottoms. But those are thermal pajamas, so they will keep him nice and toasty while we're away. And basically, now we're on to the last thing that he's taking with him, which is his tripod, and that is a mini tripod. We got it off of Amazon, and actually we had it delivered to the US when we went to the US, so it may not be available on UK Amazon, but the company is called Hama, and it was not very expensive at all, and it's basically a compact in size, but full size tripod when you open it, if you know what I mean. And it fits very nicely in the side of his bag. So then we've got the tripod for if we want to take night pictures or anything that requires a tripod if we're doing video or whatever, things like that. And yeah, so there you have it. The only thing I may add is like a t-shirt for him. Haven't decided yet if he wants like anything extra added because there's not a lot of clothes here, so there's plenty of space in his bag. So we may add maybe like a t-shirt just to have a little bit of variety. But other than that, this is everything that he's taking. So thanks for watching, guys. And I will post my video of my toiletries at some point. I'm not going to bother doing Tim's toiletries because honestly, all he has in his toiletry bag, I can do it right now real quick. So he's got a 2-in-1 shampoo conditioner. He has a body wash. He has some, as I said, the deep heat. He has some aftershave. He has some toothpaste. He has the Febreze, Chloraseptic spray, some Gaviscon tubes, some lens cleaner, and that's about it. So that's all his toiletries as well. So thanks for watching, guys. Bye.